All right, so we're going to talk about forcing the ball to the left and why we do it. Now, right here, this is the obvious force left situation. The baseline's there, so you got the baseline and the sideline as defenders. Ty guards straight up, and then he gets beat right. Players at every level just about are always better when they're going right. They're more physical, they have more moves, more passes, more everything. So it's really important that you don't let them get right, or else they're at the rim shooting those kind of shots. For the growth, that previous video was y'all's first tournament of the season. This is y'all's final tournament of the season. Now I want y'all to see something. We want the ball on the left side of the floor, this side. Small detail, look at Dre step in so he can't throw it to this guy here. And so we make them throw it there. Okay, so left side of the floor. Now we're saying the ball does not get on this side of the floor. Look how Andre's guarding the ball. He's standing on this side. So in order for him to throw it to this side of the court, he would have to turn his whole shoulder to throw it. So Ty doesn't even have to be in help position because look at how Andre's standing. There is no chance for this guy to go right. There's no need to help. Now, Kano, on the other hand, is inviting passes more to the left. So, usually when we watch, who's the reason a guy goes right? Is it because Dre opened up and let him drive, or is it because Ty wasn't denying the pass so he could throw it? The ball stays on the left. Now, Andre's on the ball, keeps it there. Now, this is how you don't get gapped. Kano is standing in front of him, and the moment the guy picks up the ball off the dribble, he picks it up. Kano retreats back to his man right on time because he knows there's no shot that this guy can take from this distance after he picked up the ball. And because of that, throws the ball right to us. We're off on the break, get a wide open layup simply because we're forcing the ball to the left side of the floor. Another thing that we got better at is when that ball goes through the net, look how this side is guarded so the inbound pass is always to the left. So now we have the teams playing 80%. If you don't have a plan, teams will play about 70% of the game on the right side of the floor because most kids are right-handed. But because of how we're standing, we have Nate and Andre standing on this side. So he's like, hey, the left side's wide open. They throw it up the sideline. We're still forcing left. I have no problem with him making this shot. Everybody knows that goes in once every 10 games. And so we have them playing the game on the left side of the floor basically the entire game. All right, so we're back to the first tournament of the season. We score the basket. They get the ball up the sideline. And again, it's not in us to force people to their weak hand. So now we don't only get beat right, we get gapped. And as I said, guys have way more moves to the right, and that is a way higher percentage shot going in as a dunk versus what we just saw the guy do on the last play. All right, so let's skip ahead to the final tournament. Now again, we're forcing left. This guy's a good player, but we're not going to let him use the screen. And most guards, most players, when they're going left, they're not going to attack. If this was in his right hand, he would just keep straight to the hole, but it's in his left. So he's just not the same player. Okay, so now let's check out who we were earlier in the year. So now Ty should be in big help. His man is way out here past 40 feet, so there's no reason for him to be worried about him. He should just have his chest in front and possibly trap. But we go for a reach, we let him gap him, and there they go at the rim. Now let's skip ahead to the end of the season to a very similar situation. We're forcing left, but when he drives left, guess what? We have a guy in big help. So now, instead of them getting a paint touch, now they got to pull it out and run a different set.